Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra. Why is chat not working? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra for another Honkai Star Rail stream. Hello, Wraith, Norland, Cole, Cass. Good to see you all here today. Let's see if I... Why is chat not working today? Why? Oh, why? Let's see if we can fix this. And it's still not working. Weird. That is bizarre. Got a nickel every time you saw a little girl for physical 5-star description pattern type. You'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Yeah, it is a little. And also the fact that they're both shoeless. And okay, I dislike. Clearly, at some point at Hoyo, either someone developed a foot fetish or they put someone in charge with a foot fetish, because it was like no shoeless people for like years and years, and then suddenly it's just bare feet everywhere you look. And I hate it. I hate it. Go back, put some shoes on. Put some shoes on, Clara. You seem to have made a few leaps in noise with the football you did earlier. Good for you, Norland. I'm not pulling for Young Lee, so I am all good on that front. Is that why I wore heels on the beach? Yes. You will never see me shoeless. There will never be an Audire feet reveal. It will never happen. I mean, you notice how most of the women have exposed shoulders? I don't mind the exposed shoulders. I just... Like, I'm fine with exposed shoulders. I hate feet. I'm sorry, I hate feet. I cannot stand seeing bare feet, and I do not want them on my characters. And, okay, I don't know why chat's not working. Okay, we'll just get to it. I'll try to fix it one more time, but if this doesn't work, I'm gonna give up. We will just not have chat today. Oh, that time it worked, okay. I love it. The first 2 times it didn't do anything, but that time it worked. Okay, we have chat today. Yeah, it gets you with feet with the exposed shoulder. It gets a little mundane after a while. I don't so much as need variety. Like, from my perspective, I don't really need variety so much as I just want designs that I like. Because for me, Hoyoverse, it's pretty rare that Hoyoverse actually makes like a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 design for me. So I don't mind. Look, if they all look the same, but they were all really good, I would not mind that. Oh, hi Tommy, welcome. Don't tell her this, but everyone has feet. I can fix that. I've got my saw and my scalpel. I can fix that. What you hate about your feet is that one of your toes is constantly trying to kill you. There are lots of ways to expose Yes. Wait, how is your feet trying to kill you? You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly. Hey, Pom Pom doesn't have any exposed shoulders.
What's up, Pom Pom?
Himiko only has one exposed shoulder.
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu.
Oh, thank you very much for stopping by,
With
Norland.
our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express.
What's with the spinning loading wheel behind? Oh,
Expedition going?
what is that? Actually, whose video is that? Oh, of course it's Tommy's. Gosh darn it, Tommy. Always messing things up even when you're not around.
The Xianzhou Law Fu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Law Fu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the seat of
You just
divine
have a bad toe that's been in pain for close to 10 years now. Where does it hurt?
your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another
The
special
life of a trailblazer is a busy one. Trailblazing is all about having
Why
fun.
not think about it
You got your
this way?
nail removed
Our
once, and you think the nail grew back
trailblazing
part, under part of the skin, that or the
past
skin healed over.
expeditions.
Oh, so you have an ingrown toenail. That's what I suspected, but
Yeah, wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
you probably just need to trim your
We should
toenail
leave
real
March
well.
behind to take care of the express.
So there are like these nail trimmers nail files you can buy that are specifically for like ingrown nails. They're like round, like rods with a little bit of that like file on the end that you can slip in between the edge of the nail. Just something like besides the nail, and you just file down the side until it doesn't hurt anymore.
Hey, that's not what I
Or
meant.
you can also like try to do the same with like scissors or just a normal file, but it is easier with the specialized files.
Friday or
Hello,
Saturday.
Cherry and Gentle Noob. Welcome aboard. Good to see you here today.
The Xianzhou Law Fu has recently
Fun fact, Jin Yuan and Anton ZZZ. I don't know who Anton is. ZZZ, I'm sorry.
returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before.
You think
we
the
went to
nail is
medical
ingrown all the way down the nail?
You'll be totally safe under the family's
I
protection.
mean, you can file it all the way down the nail too.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations
The
of
fact that
Providence
we're going there obviously means something's
Aside
going to
from
happen, so
Starship
let's not kid
performances,
ourselves
it's
down,
mostly
huh?
martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki.
He's the one that calls you bro and has a drill gauntlet? That doesn't help me. I still have no idea who this person is. Tommy, I've probably never
What do you
seen him
think,
before.
Hero? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
Of course, generally speaking, ingrown nails are caused by
expedition is
shoes
quite unique.
that don't have enough space.
Be fully stocked
So-
and prepared before moving on to the next stop.
You might want to try getting new shoes.
With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to
Leviathan
One genius
fossils.
It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lafu.
We could let's split up, gang.
Gold means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, Marge. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the
Yeah,
plan.
let's split up,
We'll
gang.
take everyone to the Xianzhou La Fu.
Ah,
And I will meet up with Ron May and
of
fulfill our
course the
promise.
adults don't get to come
Meanwhile,
along.
You, Marge, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you
Mass
two
Effect 3.
think?
What about Mass Effect 3? My shoes have enough space. What makes it hurt is walking on it for a long time or wearing socks that are just a little too tight. Cole, it's not about whether or not whether shoes hurt. Generally, the cause of ingrown nail is just that your shoes have just ever so slightly not enough space. It puts pressure on your toes, and that's what causes the ingrown toenail.
I don't
Because
hear any objections.
if you were just barefoot all the time, you would basically, the chance of having an ingrown toenail is basically zero, because of course your nail will naturally grow in a way such that it doesn't, dig into your skin. But the problem is people wear lots of shoes, which put their toes in a slightly unnatural position, and that causes the ingrown nails. That's why ingrown nails are much rarer on the hands, because people don't go around wearing mittens all the time. If they did, you'd probably see ingrown nails on the hands much more often. Yeah, but you've had this across many pairs of shoes.
Between Leviathan
That
fossils and the
could be
War
that you
The
keep
latter
picking
definitely sounds
shoes
more
that don't have enough space in the front. Like, have you tried explicitly getting a pair of shoes that feels different from all the other ones?
By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll.
No,
through the
Himiko's
Solo
going. She's delivering fossils to Ron May. She's not getting to go anywhere fun.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The ambrosial arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy.
You usually get wide fit shoes
That's
though,
why
extra
Jing Yuan
room.
wants to organize the war dance, and since he has
I
extended
mean,
an
still not
invitation,
mutually exclusive.
it's only right that I visit my old
You could try wearing sandals all the time. They're not dinosaurs, Cass. They're leviathans.
Brings back so many
So here's something of a poem. So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists.
All right, March 7th is like
First arrived on
the
this
title one of the main characters of the
We're not being
event,
forced or
isn't it?
enticed.
Because she gets
We're
like her new
chasing after
costume.
wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. It's quite unusual, I must say.
Wow, Tommy's really you really hate China, don't you?
I'm just hoping for the best.
But Tommy he just hates China. Dear, you saw the Skyvarying Commission's notice that the Express has docked in the Shenzhou. Are you guys in the Luofu already? Just got to Starskif Caven. Look, we spent like 3 years in the Shenzhou. We can go somewhere else. We're going to go somewhere else next patch, Tommy. Just give it a month and a half. I thought Mihoyo was Korean. No, they're Chinese.
Is the Starship
You think you think all their games have like a China region because they're Korean? Really?
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
Hey, you guys, hold on a moment. Did
Oh,
they
look.
just call us?
Another Pepeshi.
Look at there. Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We did go, yeah, we went to Penacony.
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this
Nikkei's
ship
devs
to
are
gather
Korean? Yeah, and that's
materials
why they're
for
much more
rituals.
shameless.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You've come to the right people.
We're Xianzhou experts. Most of the tourists
Are we?
around at the moment are here to attend the war dance.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring
The
still
fighting ring.
Actually converted from
Oh.
a huge decommissioned Luofu
Oh.
fighter jet.
You got some starships around here. So it's even larger than our regular starship?
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger
A
than
massive fighter jet. Oh no, Tommy's
But for
big
now,
brother.
all we can do is wait until the war
Big
dance starts
Chinese brother.
before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
Oh, they're from Penacony. Why am I the expert here? Why shouldn't Dan Hung be the expert? Why not visit Arm Alley?
Good idea. The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
everyday vibe. Yeah. our
Tommy's
clients have had
really
their
proud
share
of his
Duel.
size, isn't he?
Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Speaking of people, why do all the people who are shooting in the Olympics look so weird? How do they look weird, Cole?
To gather materials. Maybe we'll run
Because they all have specialized equipment.
Look, Yanqing's
Oh, really? Let's go catch up with him.
Dan Hong got exiled from this place, but he only recently allowed. He still has his like memories though.
Here you are. Everyone, this way. Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since
Their
we
poses
last
in the
saw
jungle.
you.
Again, it's all specialized equipment to help them shoot better. Isn't wearing an aiming reticle kind of cheating? It's not an aiming reticle, it's a lens.
What's
It's
up,
not
Miss March?
cheating any more than glasses are cheating.
Say, kids grow up really fast. Yenqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
I don't think
We've only
so.
been away for a few months.
Cautiously pinch Yanqing's cheek. I want to see him do.
What are you doing?
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Oh my gosh, the voice in this line of all things.
Have to be suspicious around me too.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than
Wait,
sorry.
who was it? Because we had an empty skiff. Oh, right, Ting Yu.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so
Right,
before.
Ting Yu.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon, but...
Did you see March reach out? Yeah.
Haven,
Yeah, I did see that.
I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskip Haven.
Yeah, I remember. Ting Yu was the
Pretty tight. The general
imposter.
said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhu Ming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing.
I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knight's armaments.
You'd love that to become a running joke. What?
Xianzhou
Reaching
Jing
out to stop
boasts
the
of
MC?
craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
By the way, Yenqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astra.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his child.
You're one to talk, March. Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
I mean, March is never mature. The first part, buddy? What part?
All units,
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
Get ready to protect the crowd.
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
I like how the Kafka and Blade posters are still up. You're just as jinxed as Marge.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Yeah, you didn't say what you wanted to be a running joke. Oh, cutscene. What the hell? Furries? Oh no.
Protect the civilians.
It finally happened. The furries are rising up. This is why we should have eradicated them before they had a chance. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, something about moon rage.
Why are there Boris in here? This
You can't YouTube it the first time?
Bad luck.
Well, you can rephrase it, Cole.
I see through.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay, but how did like 3 giant wolfmen walk into the middle of a crowd without anybody noticing?
Not good.
Oh, hello. Hello, new character. It's the feet girl. Of course. The shot just emphasizes the feet.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
She just stole his sword. Wow. Rude.
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Can't you just like text someone?
While we appreciate your rescue, my Cienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the
Yeah, what if the IPC is behind this?
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Lafu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think?
Why would you bring it then?
According to the protocol,
Why bring it then?
Lafu must go through inspection.
Yeah, you can't just bring. It's like this is like the import section at the airport. You can't just bring in stuff and expect it to not be inspected.
Refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borises.
Oh, so they're just coming flying by?
Forever.
Borison? Look at that. Actually, there's a kick. There's like a kicking
Who's in charge
animation.
here? I need some answers.
It's my fault.
You know, all that running and parkour, she must have gnarly calluses. Don't be ridiculous. Anime girls never develop calluses.
With the war dance approach,
Why is he British?
safety should be a top priority.
Why is he British?
Tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, officer of
They're
Patrol
imported
Defense.
furries?
Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yenqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Lafu, and the Juming...
Oh no, we got an international incident here.
Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Ju Ming diplomatic ship.
You saw us that Topaz's VA is non-binary, that's cool. Cast Soyjax IRL whenever something.
You know, with all the outsiders flooding
Soyjax?
Starskiff
What?
Marines are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as
Why is he British? You know that one meme is like with like the giraffe from like Madagascar. It's like the movie, like, why are you white? It's like, why are you British squints?
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe
Shackling Prison, like the guy from Tommy. Shackling Prison's been mentioned since we got on the Luofu. That's where they were holding Blade.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yenching.
Cole, stop hitting on the child. Or not Cole, sorry. March, stop hitting on the child.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Cienjo before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble.
Misfire.
Generating far-reaching rhythms with even the slightest disturbance. What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with.
Someone else gets hit instead of you. Yeah. They just call them Borison.
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance.
March correcting herself to be racist. Wait, what? What did she say? Are those people's not monsters? Oh, okay.
Powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the swarm disaster. And the Alliance even
Really? That bad? I don't think so. Like, the swarm disaster was, like, threatening. The swarm disaster took, like, half of the gods to unite and deal with. I kind of doubt the Borison is that bad. Audire, can you... Why do you want my hat? What? No, you can't have my hat.
Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems
I would think what that IPC ship is carrying, it might be a little sus.
The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the...
I doubt she did.
I mean... How do you take it by accident? Like, she definitely grabbed it on purpose. So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too?
She's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
Oh, it's like what kids when they're cast. You think Tommy would win the Pokemon battle? Are you sure? I mean, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be.
Hang on, Audire. What is Ice type super effective against? Dragon, grass, something else maybe? Look, Tommy, I'm just saying, if there's actual stakes on the line, I'll put in some effort. And you might be surprised what happens when I actually put in effort.
It's been a long journey, Elder Huayan. Thank you for your presence.
Is wearing your hat high enough stakes?
General,
sure.
Our guest from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't
Who
worry,
this?
you're just
This
in time.
small elderly dude.
It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
How's everything going, General? I dreamed
All
about
is
you on
well
Penacony.
with
Let's not be
friends
creepy
come
now.
far.
Stell.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the
Oh, well.
known as the Flame.
He's not gonna be a playable character.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General,
Yeah,
Furnace
well,
Master.
he is, unless he has like another form that he's not revealing to us, he is definitely not going to be a playable character.
Change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty. I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end,
You love toxic stockpile times 3, then Venoshock and regenerate?
naturally brings its share.
It's an honor to meet you.
Who's gonna let you use toxic stockpile 3 times?
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So, these 3 are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
We finally get our male lolly character, and it's an old man.
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome.
How old do you think he is? Because, like, Shanzhou natives are, like, immortal. So, I assume that means, like, most of the time they stop aging after a certain point. So, has this guy just continued aging past that point, or is this, like, do the Shanzhou natives, like, they actually do age? It just takes a really long time. Like, how does he end up looking like this?
He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Oh, look, it's the girl.
It's a real
Sweet
treat
girl.
to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, I ship it.
You two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
Audire, are you gonna start the March 7th questline today? If we somehow finish the story quest with Time to Spare.
Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskip Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude.
Don't you have like 7 of them?
You took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
What do you mean you found it? You literally, grabbed it and ran away with it. What are you talking about?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string. And it missed its
Wow.
target.
I was not expecting her to have such attitude.
By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borson prisoner would have gotten away.
Do you think Yanqing would play Fortnite?
Hold on a second, Lee. You took my
No,
sword,
he's too serious for that.
and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you.
Wow. I was not expecting her to have so much attitude. I thought I assumed her personality would be like very polite and kind, but she's actually a total brat.
So you don't
She is a complete and total brat.
Without asking is stealing. If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yeah, Yanqing would definitely be the, while you played video games, I studied the blade.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Who's...
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much.
A good parent he is not.
Zhou Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship, most notably the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say she definitely has that.
Well, yeah, she's definitely fiery. That's one way to put it.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
I'm sorry, but my apprentice is a total brat. Pay her no attention.
Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests? And take Miss I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping
Our-
food during the crisis.
Jing Yuan looks very funny here at from this perspective because you can't see his eyes at all.
Kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming.
New light novel name right there. That would fit,
You need
wouldn't
to
it?
apologize, General Huayan.
All right, you
I can't believe my apprentice is a total brat.
to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah, that does follow the, I can't believe my little sister is so cute, naming convention.
I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lafu and could use some help settling in.
Yanqing,
Lingsha, who's Lingsha? Is that a playable character?
go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting.
He has the hentai protag. Jing Yuan? He does not have hentai protag hair. What are you talking about?
See if you can calm them.
I've never seen a hentai protag with hair like this.
Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Lafu has no.
I guess you mean like the bangs that hang down in front of his eyes?
I'm on it.
Lingsha will be playable? Oh. Because I remember I was going for the Nihility healer that's on the, I think he's on the second half of this patch.
This is the
I
report
forget his
Qingzu
name.
just sent
Was it
me.
Lingsha?
Let me take a look.
Nihility. Haha, very funny, Tommy.
Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the
Oh
IPC's
no,
mind-
Yanqing's being forced to play diplomacy.
Well,
Is this some kind of
it's not
test from the
exactly a
general?
test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts.
No, Lingsha was
but
the
also
dragon?
occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes.
Don't know who that is.
It's just, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble.
Yeah, they are good
Let's
at
not worry
corporate
about that
babble.
for now. Shall I take you?
Let's go.
It is the Lafu's.
His head's so big. The little elderly dude's head is so
The fact that a simple
big.
martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Like there be any
Also, when are we gonna meet Fu
specific
Shuan? We better meet Fu Shuan during this. There better be some. Oh my god, he opened his eyes.
As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons.
Oh, so there's nepotism going on here.
However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead.
Is he the guy? No. Oh, Jiao Chu, that's right. Yeah, that's who. No, Luocha is I don't know when he's rerunning, but I'm not gonna roll for Luocha anyways.
So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse.
Yep. Yeah, I think Luocha was being transported to the Yaoqing as a prisoner.
One day, I'll eventually catch up to you. The
Oh.
Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing, she has.
Wait, who's the Marshal?
Specifically. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like
Oh, his eyes went back to being closed.
isn't her style.
That's not
Oh, there
true,
is a
General
community
White.
patch for Borderlands 2.
She's been here a while.
What does it do?
I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Wait, this is
As soon
him.
as she disembarked
That's
from
Jiao
Star
Chu, isn't he?
She mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Oh, and this is the assassin dude.
Messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person.
Moza is... He is not like a Shenzhou native, is he?
Now this is interesting. A guest who
Ayo, is that Acheron but a twink?
message in
I think that's a man, not a
Master
twink.
heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
a spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand.
How
me, General.
what sarcastic?
I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate. to
Men
keep you
can be
waiting,
twinks,
so he
just look
sent
at
us
Cole.
here.
Cole is
Once she's
literally
finished
called Dog
admiring the
Boy.
scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
And Tommy is not a man. I mean, technically he is, but
Drat, I forgot to
in
ask
every
if you
other
returned my
way.
sword.
You forgot to. I feel like you did ask, and she did.
No need
She
to bother.
refused.
The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again.
Just
By
go
the
beat
way,
her up.
I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a
She
little
asked for a duel. Give it to her.
reserved.
Beat her up.
Could it be because
Take
of
your
Elder
sword back,
Diane's visit?
Yanqing. Be a man.
Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing.
Look, feminism goes both ways.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. Huh. Maybe they've come
Yes.
to hold Jingyuan
Yes,
accountable
Wraith,
for
that's
the
it.
martial arbor crisis?
True gender equality.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Chu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance.
Okay, there's politics at play here.
Creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent?
I mean, you need some pretty serious evidence to make an accusation like that.
It proves hard to extinguish.
We can vouch for Jing Yuan,
General
though.
must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
How much weight does our word carry, though?
Here I was looking forward to a carefree and
Equality for everyone.
I was so excited.
Exactly.
I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic
Yanqing, he's too young for politics.
Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An
Oh
alchemist
yeah, that was
from the
another
Juming
new
serving as the
playable
Cauldron
character.
Master
There's
of
so
the
many
Luofu.
playable characters, holy cow.
While it's not unheard of,
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now, the General is under tremendous pressure right now. I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
You can make him feel better.
Something wrong? Again?
Yeah, telling someone you can't do anything is generally not helpful. Please, March, just keep quiet.
I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble.
March speech level
While I
5.
appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the...
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard
Oh yeah, we can just be like, we're gonna call your boss on you. Stop, I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit.
Turning into a scaredy cat. I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't
Wait,
decline.
which one?
Let's head to
The one in
Artisanship
Bellabog?
Commission and meet them.
I mean, we didn't really wreck it. Himiko wrecked it. Also, still waiting for Fushuan to show up. Still waiting for my girl.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people?
Oh, wrong way.
I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
I want to shoot him already.
But that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Can we shoot him?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, he's really too protective of that cargo.
Is crystal clear.
They are hiding something seriously. Scott, what are you doing here?
Why do I keep running into you? You're staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
How dare you call me a twink when you're not around? How was I supposed to know you weren't around?
To the Artisanship Commission.
I heard you're in trouble.
No, it's me. I'm the one in trouble.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
He's definitely hiding something.
What's going on here?
You're definitely hiding something in that crate.
IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison and
They're carrying something that is important to the Borison.
bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
But I called you.
So you're
I didn't call you a twink. I just said that you weren't a man.
Weren't you kicked off the
Your name literally is Dog Boy.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Yeah, you can't just walk onto a planet and expect to not have your cargo be inspected.
Shady craftsman. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
That's racist.
Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck
Can't we
did you
just
get the
arrest
idea
him?
that I'm a shady craftsman.
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Law Fu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
Can we just arrest
You
him?
have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
We need to look at what's inside it.
However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem. Substance that resembles biological tissue.
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our...
I don't think it's biotech. I think they're carrying something related to the abundance.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against
Oh
the Skyfaring
no, the Scott. The horror. I'm sure they're shaking in their boots at this
Honestly, I really don't want
male Karen. Oh, I know a thing or two about convincing Scott.
The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before.
What are you guys whispering about over there?
Can we call Silverwolf and have him expose his internet search history and then just use that to blackmail him into leaving? At the end of negotiation, morale is equal or higher to the opponents because they're successful negotiations.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason.
Him?
And can only be persuaded with intimidation.
Yes, Tommy, this is a him.
But he does seem to follow.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the...
Let me think. Remind him of his embarrassing tack.
Old friend Scott. He's very talented, especially at imitating.
Stop it! Let's focus on the business at hand. What's the point in trying...
Oh, you're amazing! Can you teach me?
Okay, apparently that was funny, but apparently that was not the winning strategy.
Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination.
Just skip the reasoning part and resort to good old violence.
brilliant idea. I'll just smash.
Calm down. The General wants us to handle this peacefully.
Great idea you came up. Besides, the cargo on this transport.
Yeah, why don't we step over in your lifeless body? That seems very attractive.
You at least call in a
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild.
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still...
Okay, I'm assuming we're gonna get another crack at it.
That's enough.
Oh, no, never mind.
You were reasonable and civilized, but now it seems you
Oh no, are we programmed? Were we like programmed to fail there?
confidentiality and security agreement with the Intelligentsia Guild. And if we breach it, we'll have to pay a hefty sum.
Damn good thing Audire didn't go to law school. That's because law school is a waste of time.
Listen up, kid. I don't mind delaying this transport for a few more days. Once the engines are
Oh, is it
repaired,
calls for?
our ship will leave immediately.
Oh,
And you won't have
my
any
bad,
reason to
Tommy.
inspect the cargo.
If that's the case,
Audire, I think you picked a lot of bad choices. Yeah, I picked the funniest choices. I don't regret my decisions. But I guess it doesn't actually. I'm guessing it doesn't actually matter. Because to actually let you fail, it probably has no difference. Makes no difference on the outcome.
since you put it that way, Mr. Scott, I'll take it as your agreement to the inspection procedure. Now...
See? Okay, see? It's all part of the strategy. We just played the bad cop so Yanqing could be the good cop.
Not so fast, you little brat. According to the IPC regulations, I have the right to arm myself and protect the property on my transport ship.
I thought you were reasonable and civilized. But now, it seems the IPC just wants to play by its own rules. My apologies, Mr. Scott.
Stop him, guys! For the Amber Lord!
Really? Really? They're just gonna fight? Okay. Okay.
I'll go easy.
I mean, I've been wanting to beat you up this whole time, so that works fine for me.
On the still waters of oblivion.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay, so if you don't win, you have to fight. You should have went this route.
All of you! Why is the IPC even paying you?
Just be grateful that that little brat showed you mercy. At least your staff aren't seriously injured. How do you IPC cronies have the audacity to fight Cloud Knights? You practically assaulted law enforcement officers.
Okay, so winning the negotiation just lets you avoid that fight.
Who the heck are you?
I may be a bit late, but the good news is I'm here now.
Oh, hello there.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha.
Oh, right. It's the... I guess she's a fish lady? It's a Nua.
Yeah, she's the new cauldron master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
But I guess she's a dragon lady here.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better.
It's a dragon lady. Ass is
Fine, Mr. Scott.
deeply upset.
If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
What does that mean? Like, died 2018, born 2024, welcome back, Nua.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and
A
be on my
playable
way.
YouTube. What?
Okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
I dislike that this outcome's just out of principle.
Wow,
I assume she has a reason for it,
only the young displayed a more reasonable
but
attitude. We could have sidestepped that
I'd still dislike it out of principle.
Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Uh-oh. Here's the
According to
catch.
import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
What? 47?
Only 47 years?
I guess you can afford to wait that long when you're immortal.
Young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time,
Really?
I'll be demanding double.
Why did he say it like that? Sarcasm. Your words are dripping with sarcasm.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
That's what it took to convince him.
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security
You
inspection.
may be skipping your... I'm considering it.
Grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
At least you've wised up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady is really something else. Is this the IPC product?
Oh,
Listen up.
cutscene.
Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Uh-oh, it's alive. Oh, hey! It's the thing from, Firefly's, trailer. It's the experimental weapon from Firefly's trailer. When the terror grip, if the caster terror is not attacked, oh, okay, so just attack it.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Just for oblivion.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. More
Ow.
Together as one. Let's put you find
It's Sparkle. It is not Sparkle. No, you're not bringing that up again. This is not Sparkle.
It too shall fall.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a
Wait a minute. So it's like kind of like wolf-like. So is there like a Borison inside of it?
I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that? Wait, didn't she just say it was biological? Why the confusion?
Wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine.
Did they like take the brain out of a Borison and put it in a mech? Why though? Why would you do that though?
Take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Like, what would be the advantage of doing that?
Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology. Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the 10 Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this.
Oh, hey, we're gonna see Hanya and Shui again.
Involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
The way Yanqing said it's the safest place on the Luofu makes me feel something's gonna happen in the shackling prison.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down
The
that
human brain is a great processor. It's not a human brain, though. It's a furry brain.
I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be...
Oh no. Is she into femboys? Cute.
Can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to...
You're surprised we don't put more human brains in machines? I mean, we haven't really figured out how to take a human brain out of the human and have it still be alive. Oh, okay, where do we go now? We did it with you a couple times? Oh. Oh, you're right, you're Laura.
All these years.
You can't wait for when we go baby brains for neural networks? I'm not sure
The tides come and go.
if that'll ever actually happen.
For us, Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers.
Oh, that explains why she came back. Hello, Dylan Gullivan. Welcome aboard. Hi, Audire. I know it's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. I did want to say goodnight. I know this might be cheesy, but I hope you appreciate these. Good night and love you. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful night as well. Thank you for stopping by.
Isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Impressive. It's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn...
You think it will just need to figure out how to get a brain developed from a fetus without all the unnecessary stuff? I mean, the problem is that, like, biology is inherently difficult to control and make reliable.
And bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable.
It's like kind of the problems with modern AIs, and like it's not really controllable, and that makes it limits the usefulness. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea? That sounds like something Tommy would say. I'm gonna pick why such a serious topic all of a sudden.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Hung and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something.
I did not think we would be getting this much Lingsha during this quest.
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all
So
the
are we gonna get 2 patches before in the next region then instead of 1? Because what we have Yunli, Feixiao, Jingsha, and Lingsha. That's 4 new 5 stars. So that's about right for 2 patches. But I'm surprised we're gonna have 2 patches of this though. This. Oh, I guess actually, wait. I guess the event does say 1. It's that right there in the title.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyateran like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here.
Also, Tommy, we didn't spend any more time on the Lawfu than we did in Penacony.
I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha.
Actually, I feel like we. Yeah, it's about like.
The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu have
About
always
like
been
3.
intricately connected.
3 patches for the main story.
Ties, Miss Lingsha. Changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the general.
I guess it just feels like more because of how many they have. Yeah, Tommy just doesn't like the Chinese aesthetic.
While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus.
Don't worry, Tommy. We'll be back in Penacony eventually.
The minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand.
You feel like Leeway characters are decently diversified by comparison? I mean, the new characters are all pretty diverse.
In the end,
Like, they're all actually. Like, I understand the complaint about the designs being similar for the older characters, but I don't think there's that much of a complaint with the new ones. Like, Fei Xiao, Yunli, and Lingsha all look very distinctive compared to the other Leeway characters.
What? You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides...
Wait, so did I miss something? Oh, okay. So basically Lingsha and her master tried to root out the traitors, but Jingyuan banished them instead.
Yunli, why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course
She's
not.
so bratty.
Miss Yunli, I have important things to do. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master.
What? What? I talked to your sword? I stole your property. I talked to it and said it doesn't like you very much, so I'm keeping it. Ah, really? Really? That's what she's doing it? That's what she's going with? It's your fault for losing it?
Nonsense. I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're
Blows like you leave with mine.
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again.
Now Sparkle is the biggest brat.
You know
Sparkle is chaotic, but Sparkle actually like means well.
Yes? Well, sure. I can give it back to you now. But on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
I'm taking it to teach you a lesson. Yes, Yanqing, beat her up. Beat her up. So is this the war dance?
Between these two, who do you think is tougher, Don Hung? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagine celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
Her feet are completely exposed.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed.
I mean, they haven't. I mean, they literally have not drawn their swords.
The dells near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
Oh, they're doing the thing again.
If you... Clearing out... It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
She's so spoiled. Okay, being her grandfather's apprentice is clearly... He clearly spoils her.
If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
The boy can't even draw. I mean, he has like a whole bunch of flying swords. That wasn't his only sword.
So then, shall we get going?
Let's go.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want to
So to put into perspective, 5 from the Express, 4 Stellar Hunters, 4 from Space Station, 4 Penacony, 3 IPC, 10 from Yarila, 4 and 16 Shanzhou.
As always, you're still an
Yeah, we'll get more from other regions.
so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So,
Yanqing's so well behaved by comparison. It really shows the contrast. I just have to watch.
again, be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure...
Can we...
Let's play for a while.
When Yunli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. Number of enemies defeated by Yanqing and Yunli. But do these specifically need to be defeated by Yanqing, or if they're defeated by my other characters, is that okay?
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
That's half the work. Just for oblivion.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to his sword.
Okay, so it's anybody, not just Yanqing. Okay, that makes it much easier. Uh-oh. I have to fight the ape with no tank. That's less than ideal. I'll be honest, I don't even know how Yanqing works.
Still waters of oblivion.
Oh, he's frozen. Oh God. Damn. Okay.
Can you find the answer?
Hello, Tall Guy Stripes. Welcome aboard. I'm Audire Astra, Starship VTuber.
I'll go easy this time. This combat needs optimizing. This is
So Yanqing wants to use a skill every turn. Oh yeah, I'm not using Yanqing as my main DPS here.
More enemies.
I weep for the departed. It is my fault.
I'm not relying on the story mode Yanqing to deal my DPS here.
Blade and flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
Oh, it's Brew? Oh, hi. Hi, Brew.
Fury
will, or was it fate? Still waters.
Thank you for stopping by. He's from Somni's community. Okay, so she just wipes the wave, whatever it is. You want coleslaw? No, don't turn Cole into slaw. He hasn't done anything to deserve that recently. Today.
Can I have fun this time?
You know what? We'll walk around first here.
It too shall fall.
1,000. No. Bad, Tommy. Bad. I'll be real, I didn't even know Yanqing had a follow-up attack before today. I've never actually used him. Okay, so that's ideal. I cut down the wave to one character, to one enemy, so that Yunli doesn't get to kill more than one.
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa?
Oh my gosh, Yanqing. Yeah, I was saying how well behaved he was earlier, but he can be a little petty in victory.
I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Are they actually gonna fight? Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it. See, I told you, Yanqing has a whole bunch of swords. Come on, Yanqing, you can fly. How do you not dodge that? Go, boy, go, go. Go, 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 go. Oh, hello.
Well fought, my young friend.
Oh, that's the lad, the lady.
Both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Wait, how do you not know her? Oh wait, no, you're from a different ship.
A passerby, if you will.
Sure you are. Sure you are.
I've seen my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places.
You're pulling for?
Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises.
I wasn't sure. I was thinking about skipping her, but
I have a small suggestion for you.
honestly, she looks really good.
Settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring. That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper.
Her eyes, especially.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sure you were, Yanqing.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength.
Hello, Paladin. Welcome aboard.
I don't believe it.
Yes, we were talking about the Fox Lady.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm
Why? Where did Merlin come from?
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Great General. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit
Wait,
too
she does not have a tail.
I don't like it.
Apparently not.
I heard there's was a dozing general on the Lawfu. So I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better,
It's
right?
like, yeah, like Ting has a tail, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Beat her up! Beat her up!
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back...
Report her for being a fat beef. Watch her get arrested.
Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the Seat of Divine Foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all, just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills.
I was just about to say, Fei Xiao's trying to get out of paying her medical bills.
To see the dragon lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the Seat of Divine Foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
She has a nice voice, too. That's not all that meant besides... Uh-huh. Okay, Tommy. Uh-huh.
We've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
Uh-huh, Tommy.
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lawfu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Lawfu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters,
Ears? I don't think Tommy was talking about her ears.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Oh, he's definitely an assassin or something.
Peace, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes
He's not a twinked
street,
Cass.
what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
I mean, by Hoyo standards, he's pretty buff.
Army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing.
Cass twunks are also... No.
Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lawfu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to
Damn.
enjoy some tasty food.
Oh.
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
That's unfortunate for whatever Fei Xiao's got going
Fulfill
on.
my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Zhou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a
Oh,
pledge
we're suddenly gonna get the flashback now?
hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Most himbos are twunks, but not all twunks are... What the hell are you on about, Cole? She has the jacket is pretty cool.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
I mean, people were complaining about how the ladies were just wearing like China dresses or cheapaos, variations of cheapaos, and they gave her a completely different type of outfit.
I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Who would that be? I mean, she's still wearing... I don't think she is. I mean, her top resembles one, but only a little bit.
She just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know?
Oh, is this where March enters, gets her new costume?
Makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
Yep, those moves were fabulous. When did March get that camera? She's always had it. It's part of her character design.
I was talking about Yanqing, actually.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's...
I've had my fair share of defeats lately. That's one way to put it. Poor Yanqing, always getting beat up.
Don't underestimate yourself.
That's one way to put it.
Generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail.
I mean, he also lost that fight.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
I bet it's about how
Yanqing is God's strongest. He's not a jobber. It's not like Yanqing was fighting at less than his full potential. He's just a kid going up against like some of the most powerful people in Luofu history.
We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Like Jingliu, Blade, and Diameter Lune, they're all like some of the strongest characters in Xianzhou history. And like Yanqing's fighting them, even as a talented kid, obviously it's gonna be a little too much for him. That's not really jobbing. You okay there? Is something wrong with me? What's jobbing? Okay, so jobbing is like when a character so I believe it originates with wrestling, or it's some kind of like martial arts things, but it's like basically when you throw a fight because it's part of your job. It's called jobbing. Yeah, where you just lose. It's part of your job. You're just not really trying. You're intentionally losing. Yeah, Yanqing wasn't trying to lose. I mean, the boss form that you fight is like way stronger than playable Yanqing, so can't really complain too much about that.
Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more,
Come to think of it, I would like to see what happens when, because boss Yanqing also has that move where he like summons a giant sword, from the sky. And I would like to see what happens if he summons that giant sword against Yun Li's ult, which also summons the giant sword. Like, what happens when the giant swords meet each other?
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner
Fu Xuan mentioned.
She's been summoned.
Fu Xuan mentioned. Oh, she's been summoned to the... Oh, so we're not going to see her? Really? I was really hoping to see her again.
But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms...
Oh, so is the Marshal like the chief?
Marshal still stood
Like stands above the generals?
and entrusted the law.
And above, like
Over the years, you've served the
the
Alliance.
leader of the entire alliance?
You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet.
Destroy the demonic planet? Oh.
I still remember those battles vividly.
So you had to destroy the whole demonic... Okay, I need to take a screenshot of this. It is lore relevant. I'm gonna save this in my Star Rail or my Honkai lore folder. As if I can remember where that is. Okay.
There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything.
I know those types of people.
So they feed off the failures.
They're on Twitter. When's our next lore stream? So I had an idea to do a Honkai Star Rail ranking the characters by how strong they are in lore. So I did have that idea for my next lore stream.
Xiao of the Yao Qing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of
But
the
other than that, I don't really have any particular things I could think of to discuss with regards to the lore.
No.
I mean, obviously there's a lot to talk about, but if I'm going to talk about something, I want to put my own unique spin on it.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
March 7th, probably bottom tier. No, so actually the very bottom tier would actually be characters that canonically have no fighting ability. Lore-wise, Qingqiu, Qingyun, these characters can't fight at all. They're basically just normal civilians in terms of lore. So those would be the bottom tier.
But the document only says, attend the war.
Yeah, Clara on her own, absolute bottom tier. Clara also goes in there. What does that mean?
Aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues.
That would be bullying a chick. I mean, in a fight, I could see Clara beating Qingqiu. Qingqiu is, they're basically the same size. Qingqiu is older, but Clara's been through more. Clara's, maybe not physically, but she's at least she's gonna be tough. She's lived a tough life, right? Whereas Qingqiu's absolute peak laziness lives a very sheltered, privileged life by comparison. So I think Clara would beat Qingqiu in a fight.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan.
Qingqiu, the Jade lady, the one who wants to touch fish.
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions?
No, I was probably just forgetting exactly what her name was.
I'm being open and
Yeah, it's Tincha.
I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the ambrosial arbor,
Yeah, I think Tincha might be the weakest. Because I think even Hook canonically has that like robot to do the fighting, a little bit of fighting with. No, maybe Bailu. Bailu might be weaker.
Oh, by the way,
because she's even smaller. But she's also like really fast though. Honestly, figuring out who would win in like the bottom tiers is kind of more interesting than figuring out who the strongest is. It's kind of funny.
yes, it's this case right here.
Like, who would win in a fight between Bailu and Qingque?
During the war dance, and the main event will be the ringmaster's challenge.
Start the list of the strongest and work down to the weakest? I mean, that would be pretty easy. Like, out of the playable characters, it's really easy. Acheron, strongest character. Nobody else comes close in the playable characters. But you'd also put, like, presumably put the other emanators in the same tier, but just most of them aren't playable. So, Fantilia, one presumes Herda, the real Herda, is somewhere on that level.
Just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts.
God, wait, what other emanators? So, the Swarm emanator might be the real Swarm emanator. Kind of sounds like it would be stronger than Acheron, and I think Sunday is probably also evenly matched or maybe slightly stronger than Acheron. Audire, you're biased? No, I'm not. That's just objective. Like emanators are clearly stronger than any non-emanators in the setting.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case.
When can we pay the proliferation emanator? Do you mean the propagation emanator? I don't think you can because they're always bugs.
I don't mean to boast about how
Well, that sounds like a Chekhov sword.
this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhuming's craftsmanship.
Wait a minute.
It has a
Wait a minute.
full of heroic tales from foreign lands.
Wasn't Yanqing was talking about if he could get a sword from Huayan, he'd be on cloud 9. Maybe is Yanqing going to win and get the sword? Maybe.
Such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the ringmaster.
Emanators are only second to the Aeons, right? As far as we know, yeah.
Sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster.
You never know, we might get a bug. Okay, but the swarm, they're not like bug waifus, they're just bugs.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say
Firefly's gonna, she has swarm blood, but she definitely doesn't follow the path of propagation.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you...
Damn! Oh my god! Oh my god, Yunli is not gonna take that lying down. Huayan, do you know what you have just said to this girl?
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame.
Oh my god. You have just set her off. You have just lit a fire.
And even if someone gets their hands on such a precious...
Oh my gosh. Is she just saying she's gonna steal it? After Yanqing was such, she's just like, I'm gonna steal your legendary sword too.
Why don't you represent the Xianzhou
Oh my gosh.
and challenge me in the ring?
Cole, I don't think we're gonna get any monster girls in this.
It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
It looks like Facial was right.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats
Speaking of which, ever since that lore stream, you get more worried a bit about the future the more she mentions bugs and some dialogue. You think about possible scenarios. Like what, Wraith?
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring.
Oh, I think they're well aware of that.
I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an
Oh, is this how March enters? March 7th has entered the chat.
Does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could
Can't wait for someone to show up and show up both of them. I don't think that's gonna happen.
their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Because I think we've already seen all the new characters that are going to be in this
Learning
plotline.
swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Yep, it's March 7th has entered the chat.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss
Firefly brought up in one of her voice lines to bugs always being able to find you, while of course you want to avoid them as much as possible. Ah.
Sure the art of swordplay.
Well, good thing the Stellaron hunters are always on the move.
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total noob.
I mean, that's what makes you perfect for this.
Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Just accept your fate, March.
Chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this
I can't believe we're getting so many voice Trailblazer lines.
Miss March is like a piece of
Hate that you can't hear panicky sounding March 7th without thinking of that stupid. Which stupid meme, Tommy?
The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They
Just think we're one funny glance away from having the hunt
Master has their own
Trailblazer.
moves. What if they let something slip
No.
while teaching me? If everyone
I
knows
mean,
each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people
well, I'm sure we'll get Hunt Trailblazer eventually.
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more
You mean
than
Yeah, no, Tommy, you don't need to show me that one.
Looks like March's curiosity.
I think I get the idea.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's
Hello, Theo Jevin. CH, welcome aboard. I am Audire Astra, starship vtuber. Wish you luck to get in the. I will wish you the best of luck. I'm not rolling for her, so I can fully wish you the best of luck.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet.
Hey, now you found it incidentally. You're looking at the profile of the person that did this hardcore meme. You have 74 million credits. I don't know how many credits I have.
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights.
This is very true.
It's about
Teaching something is actually a very good way to learn it.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
And one of the things I will do when learning something new is like, I imagine what it's like to
final
explaining it
decision, March.
to someone who doesn't know anything about the subject. And that helps me remember things. Time for you to become the best swordsmaster on the Express.
You accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yenqing and Yun Li will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yun Li and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
She's gonna get like one of those Nerf swords.
Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
I mean, you're gonna need a training sword, March.
General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about
Let
what
me
we
check.
talked about?
Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Oh, no, you're originally at 74 million. How did you get 74 million? I only have like 9 million. That's crazy.
Straight off topic. How did things even get to
Oh,
this
almost
point?
10 million.
Yeah, I brought you here because
Yeah,
the
that's
general
pretty
said
impressive for
there
you.
were matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because
You know, I'm surprised that March 7's second form has nothing to do with the memory keepers. Well, that's part of her deep lore that we're not going to get for a long time.
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as to report claims, or if we're just some
He just built up Jade recently, so he could have took a bit of it. Same.
And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li.
You were
into
well
this.
hard for 5-star March.
What began as a
I
simple
mean,
contest between two
if
swordmasters
5-star March 7th looks anything like her Honkai Impact counterpart, it will probably be worth wailing for.
Elder Huayan is
Yeah, but isn't Dan Hung's second floor part of his lore?
who likes to give everyone a headache.
Yeah, but it's also his 5-star form. March 7th is in Honkai Impact. So March 7th is
I invited all of you to
most likely based off Alicia from Honkai Impact.
as my witnesses. Now I apologize.
She's kind of like a younger version of her.
In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Shao.
They're both bow users. They're associated with ice, have pink hair, and they are also both very girly girl personalities. Alicia does have a much more mature outlook, just again because she's like an adult, or she's a fully mature woman, whereas March 7th is like teenager/young adult. You hope she doesn't look like her? Well,
Don't worry.
unfortunately for you,
No
Cass,
matter what happens,
your
I'm prepared
taste
to
might
stay
be
here as the Express's
poor
witness and answer any
if you don't like Alicia.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Luofu ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
You go, boy. You get him, lad.
The illustrious Merlin's claw waiting for me? And for so long, too?
Oh, hey, all right. Yukong.
It's been a while, General
We
Fei
almost, forgot she existed.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying?
The Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Oh.
Well, I I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's
Man,
your health holding up?
all of Yukon's friends have it rough, huh?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again?
Pichu.
Pichu. Or Katyo?
My lad's a Pokemon.
Xiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then,
Well,
since you and Elder Hua Yan
can't wait for Fei Xia to sacrifice herself,
from the Marshal, as your friend,
heroically doing something.
intends to punish the General of the Lawfu.
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although, the report from the Lawfu explained all
Which fox girl is dying this time? The white-haired one.
the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces.
You don't know? Do they not have like enough evidence? Did no one record, you know, Ting Yu? Did no one snap a picture of Ting Yu snapping her neck?
She has brought along an outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lune to re-enter
Wait, who's the preceptor again?
thereby unlocking the
Who this?
luminous depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful
We
watch
might
over the
both die. Yukon was like 500.
It is for these
I don't think she's like close to like to the end of her lifespan though. Foxes live up to like 800, I think, based on memory.
mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person. But since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but
Man, what the heck? Why did everybody making it sound like it's Jing Yuan's fault?
the Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lune, much of which can be attributed to General Jing
It's like
Yuan's
being president. Everyone blames everything on you, whether or not there was anything you could have done about it.
Unfortunately, for long life species,
Yeah, Jing Yuan did nothing wrong.
always culminates in a failure.
Or no, it's or it'd be like,
undoes all previous
me can't fit my cookie in my milk. Thanks, Jing Yuan.
That's true. And that's why
It's like thanks Obama, but for thanks Jing Yuan.
to visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Fox
Who even dips cookies in milk?
and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
I think it's good. If they're like hard, crumbly cookies, dipping them in milk is really good at making them softer.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
I guess he is the
combat the
chief furry.
aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever.
Image goals. Oh yeah, right.
of the Shackling
I forget you're also a furry goal.
retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure.
Why don't they just kill him? Like, why this forever imprisonment? Just execute him.
Not everything. There might be a silver
I mean, I could, so he's like an abundance abomination. So maybe he's like Blade and like just unkillable. If you just kill him, he'll just resurrect.
me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship.
Can you be a furry without a fursona? I mean, you just said image goals. So, maybe you don't have a fursona yet, but you apparently have one that you would like.
However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the...
No.
Audire death penalty strip?
Yukong.
If she's... Look, if he's that dangerous, you might as well just end the threat permanently. Now, what the heck did Ron May do this time? Possible just Ron May fountain you? Yeah, I guess. That's, interesting. Also, Wraith, do you happen to know how much longer this quest is? Am I going to be able to finish it tonight? You do not, because you didn't finish it? Okay, well... March, show some respect to your master. You're actually at the same spot? Okay, I think I'll call it here then. This seems like a decent spot to leave it off.
This is, the first time someone has called me master.
Counterpoint, if she ends here, will it be enough for another stream? I mean, there won't be event stuff to do besides the story.
Mind, and strength. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent.
Took you about 4 hours to do it? Okay, then that should be enough for another stream then. March is always a good girl.
A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing.
Dan Heng, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Says nothing about Yun Li. Okay, this seems like a perfect top.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone
Can we
on
just
the
beat her
log
up?
so laid back?
Master Yun Li, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret?
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu's swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu's swordplay then.
Oh, from what I recall, I don't think March 7th's new costume uses a single giant claymore. So I assume she's gonna be take more after Yanqing than Yun Li here.
Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship.
The bribery. The bribery. Yanqing, why didn't you prepare a bribe?
Practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to
How did you get March 7th's measurements? Yun Li?
small accessories.
Yun Li? How did you get her measurements?
See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Juming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
I don't think March 7th has any... She has... Like, you can't just learn brute strength.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yan?
Since you want to learn sword,
I don't think March has the muscle mass.
so I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords.
Ah, there you go, Yanqing. That's the way to do it.
Craftsmen to customize the swords for you, but I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Moments later. Oh, she's just changing into the new outfit.
Masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Alright, let's get started with the training.
I don't know. I feel like March 7th's outfit covers up a bit more than yours, Yunli.
First lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay. All right. We're gonna halt it here for today. This is gonna be interesting. All right, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. We will be back with more Helldivers on Saturday. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a hell of a week for me. I'm hoping the weekend is gonna be better. So, and I hope to see you all again on Saturday. Have a wonderful start to your weekend and a wonderful night. Good night, everyone.